The raid on Nassau was a privately raised Franco-Spanish expedition during the War of the Spanish Succession led by Blas Merino Mondragon and Claus Le Chesnaya. The joint Bourbon invaders attacked Nassau, the capital of the English Bahamas at the time and an important base of privateering for English corsairs aiming to end privateering actions in the Cuban and St. Dominguez Caribbean seas. The town of Nassau was quickly taken and sacked, plundered and burnt down. The fort of Nassau was dismantled, and the English governor, with all the English soldiers, were carried off prisoners. 1 year later, the new English governor Sir Edward Birch, landing in Nassau, found the island so abandoned that he was forced to ship back home. Raid. The officers from Spain and France, who viewed Nassau as a mutual menace, raised a Franco-Spanish expedition of French buccaneers and Spanish soldiers aboard 2 frigates, one commanded by Blas Merino Mondragon and the other by Claude Le Chesnaya. They surprised 250 English inhabitants of the capital of New Providence, slaughtering more than 100, seizing 22 guns, throwing down all the fortifications and returning to Santiago de Cuba a few days later with 13 prizes and 80 to 100 prisoners. Among them was the governor Ellis Lightwood. Aftermath. The English inhabitants retired to the woods till the danger was over. Returning, they found the island completely ruined and reduced to a desert. They found means to remove themselves to other settlements. England had taken to little concern in the affairs of New Providence, that they did not even know of the catastrophe which had happened. Edward Birch was appointed as new governor, but when he went to Nassau found it entirely abandoned, so he was obliged to return home without having opened his commission. Another enemy raid in 1706 left only 27 families still cringing inside makeshift huts on New Providence Island, and no more than 400 to 500 English residents scattered. Considerable distress from more dissents during the remainder of this conflict. While their scant overseas trade dried up and no new governors or assistants came out from England, Birch saw the inhabitants without a shift to cover their nakedness, that he did not bother to unroll his commission before taking ship back to England.